Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are continuing on our F350 upgrade series with adding a third high brake light camera. In addition to replacing the head unit up front with a new Kenwood, because the old one has died, I wanted to add a camera back here, so when we're hooking up to our gooseneck or our fifth wheel camper, I've got better visibility and I'm not turning around, straining my neck to see over this tonneau cover. Oftentimes I have to set my camera in the back window here and try and look at that, make sure it doesn't fall over, gauge where I am, and it's just not fun. So, BRANDMOTION, I found this also on the Crutchfield site as a compatible upgrade for the vehicle, but we'll see if it works with this vent shade. I totally forgot about that. Installation though should be pretty simple, not complicated. You've just got a lot of wires to route. So first of all, we want to go ahead, take off our existing light. You remember I just replaced this a few months ago, and this light has worked well for us. We have our existing lighting harness, and we are then taking our new plate. Let me just tuck this in here and see if it's even going to fit before I go about installing anything, because if it's not going to fit, then there's no use. It will be a tight fit. I think the camera does have the ability to adjust height, so I may have to maybe just heat this up a hair and bend this out just a bit. But we'll get everything put in and see how it looks and then go from there. Pretty much we have wire on here that needs to snake all the way through here, through the headliner, down the A-pillar, under the dash, to the head unit. So that's going to be the fun challenge. But for now, we're just going to set this in. Oh, where's a... All right, there's a light fixture I can get to. I just want to be able to have some reference. But I can go in and grab these wires. And the cable management is probably going to be the most cumbersome part of this project. Otherwise, it's 2 screws and a couple of plugs. All right, you know what I should do if I was smart is just dry fit all of this stuff first to the head unit, make sure the camera works and it's going to adjust in the right spot. Am I going to be smart? I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I will. Let me be smart for once. So I'm just going to let these wires hang out for the moment. Take my existing screws, and they do give me a new gasket, so that's nice. But for now, I just want to screw this in. Tighten it down and see if it's going to work. Well, that actually fits better than I expected it to, so yay. So we have a bunch of wires that connect up. We have the main lead. It is keyed, so it only goes in one direction. And there's also an arrow on both ends, so that helps fitting everything together. There we go. And I'm just going to flop this over the front of the car and hook up power to it to test it out first. You give you plenty of wire, about 26, 28 feet of wire. So wherever you're putting this on your vehicle, you should be able to get it run to your head unit. We have our camera leads for our power, and this plugs into the wiring harness for the camera itself. So let me quick run down and hook it up. We have, pretty simple, we have a red lead and a black lead. And those hooked up to the leads coming off the back of your receiver, your head unit. Go up and check out our first video here when we did the head unit install. and I'll go over getting all of these things wired up properly and securely and safely, because we also have our original backup camera that I put in years ago as well, back when we had a lot of bumper pull stuff. I thought about just swapping that one out for this one, but I do still do enough things with bumper pull trailers, like going to the auctions and whatnot, where it's still handy to have. Alrighty, well that works. I just ran the cable into the driver's seat, plugged it in, wrapped the wires around, electrical taped them for right now. But we do have a working camera, so now I feel more confident sticking these wires in here, so that I can try and pull down the headliner and pull them all the way through, which I'm sure will just be a fantastic time. Okay. I'm gonna set you in there for now. Need to get this harness back out with my light, and I have my gasket to put on. So let's get that done and put this back together. All right. That's going to tidy up everything back here for now. Now we get to go run all those wires through the cab. That sounds like fun. Alrighty, well I can already tell you this is going to be tough for you to see, but I need to take down this rear light up here, try and get the wire from the camera out of the headliner, run it through here. I've already pulled down my door gasket, and just try and snake the wires along the top of the door here. You can see, there we go, and get the wires up to the front. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Cue the useless time lapse now. And then my cord's coming to right about here, so I've got to grab the rest of the harness from the front seat. Right here. Again, like I said, we have one way that this is keyed. It's like that. And there is, in the directions, an option if you want to have your guidelines on or off for the camera. So depending on your use, camera type, you can either reverse the image or take off those lines. I chose to take off the lines because we're really not backing into a parking space or anything. It's a fixed camera, fixed location. And I don't think I need to reverse anything. I will determine that once I get it hooked up to the car. For now, I'm just going to tuck everything up here out of the way and work on moving to the front seat. Now we can go ahead and work on hooking it up to the front of the vehicle. So I'm going to do a little bit of editing magic here and kind of roll what I'm going to show you here into the first video as well, and try not to make a giant mess out of it. Alrighty gang, we're back. We got the radio installed. All the wiring is tucked up. Like I said, if you haven't seen the rest of that process, go check out that video. Nothing earth-shattering, but it is, for me, it was a pretty easy thing to do because A, I stuck with the Kenwood platform. My wiring harnesses were the same. All of my cabling was the same. Really was pull out the old deck, put in the new deck, and then wire in this new camera. As you can see, maybe a little tough to see for you, but the picture itself in the back is crooked, so we need to go up there and straighten that out. Alrighty, well this tiller is still in the way, so you can't see my face, but maybe that's okay. The kit comes with this little, if I can focus, maybe not, there we go, this little U-shaped deal that fits in the camera and allows you to twist, push it in and twist to line up your camera. So I need to do that. Twist. Here we go. I think that's pretty well vertically centered. Now if I can do it left to right, I think we're pretty good there. You can't really see this, but I think that looks pretty good. A little more. Alrighty. We'll run back. Ooh, hello. We'll run back in the truck now and take a look at this picture and wrap up the video. Alrighty, well here is that rear view camera in the box, and you can definitely see there's a big tiller back there, but that's certainly going to help out trying to get the camper lined up and in place. If I want to, I can switch to my other rear view. That's my bumper hitch. I've still got those marker lines because, well, that's a whole lot more useful. Anyways, if we get off of the cameras, we can go back to our home. And yep, it is about bedtime for me. Anyways, thank you for watching this BRANDMOTION camera. I'll put a link down below. There's, you know, a handful of different brands out there, manufacturers. This was well reviewed on the Crutchfield site, and so far, I mean, the install was pretty easy. It hooked up pretty easily. And I guess we'll give it a try this summer and see how it works towing and hooking up the camper and whatnot. So for now, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do hit that button, turn on post notifications. We've got new content out every Saturday, even some on Tuesdays for our tool reviews, tooler products. So even if putting cameras and stereos in old Ford pickups isn't really your thing, we've got plenty of other stuff out here. If you see, we've got the Challenger, we got the 52, the Plymouth is hiding back there. And who knows, whatever might follow us home from one of the auctions this summer. So, like I said, until the next video, have a great time, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.